Conley. Please tell us about your position. What is the district attorney responsible for?
Well, I'm the district attorney in Suffolk County. There's 11 district attorneys in Massachusetts. And the county that I represent, Suffolk County, is rather small in size, but very densely populated. Suffolk County consists of Boston, Revere, Winthrop, and Chelsea, and there are about 700,000 people that live here in a densely confined area. It's an urban setting, so with the urban setting we have the issues that all big city district attorneys have to deal with, unfortunately, drug dealing, gun violence, gang-related violence, and so forth. I'm an elected official, so the people elect me to hold this office for 4 years, and my primary function is to serve victims of crime and to hold criminals accountable for their actions. So that's what we do each and every day in the courtrooms of Suffolk County. We prosecute criminals. We work closely with victims to help them through the process. A lot of them are very traumatized by what's happened to them, whether it be physical violence or emotional violence or loss of money or goods or so forth and so on. In addition to that, we like to do work in the community with kids in schools and in community centers to try to help break the cycle of violence that we see in our city and in our county, through our outreach efforts and so forth. But our primary duties are to review arrests that the police make, to assist in their investigations, to support them in their work, but also to scrutinize what they do, to make sure that they've done it right, to protect defendants' rights, and to then hold those defendants accountable if they deserve to be held accountable, try cases in court, make recommendations to judges on dispositions and the like. So that's the core of our mission and our function.
What can be done to strengthen positive relationships between law enforcement, youth, and community members?
I've been the district attorney for just under 8 years, and one of the foundations of our work is to try to stem the cycle of violence that we see in our city. Suffolk County handles roughly 50,000 criminal cases a year. That's about 1 out of every 6 cases that happens in Massachusetts. Criminal cases originates here, unfortunately, and so much of the serious crime occurs in Boston and in Suffolk County. So we have plenty of cases. I always say we wish we had a lot fewer, and the way to do that is to intervene in the lives of young people before they steer into violent behavior. So how do we do this? We have developed a curriculum a while back now called Understanding Violence. We present that curriculum over a period of weeks in several school settings in Boston, sometimes in community settings and the like. We also spend a lot of time just informally speaking to kids at camps. I recently did a camp in Dorchester where I talked to kids about making good choices and staying on the straight and narrow and looking up to their parents, their grandparents, teachers, coaches, as opposed to gangbangers on the street and that kind of thing. But a lot of our young lawyers are out there doing the same thing. I can't do it every day, obviously, but a lot of them, I'm very proud of what they do, just again sort of informally in camps and sports events and things like this. We try to preach this message of making good choices, not resorting to violence to resolve conflicts, walking away, those kinds of things. We run a soccer tournament for peace, we run a basketball tournament for peace, and it gives us an opportunity to demonstrate to young kids particularly that we're not the boogeyman, we're not the Grim Reaper who's only trying to put kids in jail for a long time. What we'd much rather do is spend some time and resources on keeping them out of lives of crime. I think in our city of Boston, there's been damage done in the inner city with the relationship between law enforcement and the community, and that's going to take a long time to repair. I'm not a police officer, obviously, so I'm not out there in the middle of the night or anything like that, but those interactions that occur over time leave an impression that the police, are not as sympathetic to the struggles of the inner city community as they should be. And not all cops are like this, by the way. A lot of them are great, have great relationships. We need more people to foster those great relationships. And so the more contact, I think, and the more outreach and the more ability to demonstrate that we're not out to get you, but we're actually out to support these neighborhoods and improve these neighborhoods, that's what we need to do. So I've participated in circle discussions, and with police and kids, and I think those kinds of things are very productive. Hard to duplicate them all over the city constantly, but that's the kind of thing. One-on-one, good communication, fairness in treatment, not heavy-handedness. That's what we need.